Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favourite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Before we get into the video, just want to say a big thank you. We managed to hit 500 subscribers and that is so cool. I didn't think we managed to get this far. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Okay, let's get into it. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing about some budget hidden gems for the Commander format. There are so many cards printed in Magic the Gathering that often some very good cards get forgotten. I'm hoping you find some nice additions here for your Commander decks. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Number 1. Rayne Academy Chancellor. A legendary wizard creature that costs 1 blue and 2 generic mana to cast. She has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Whenever you or opponent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. You may draw an additional card if Rayne Academy Chancellor is enchanted. Rayne is excellent at generating card advantage. She feels like a watered down heuristic study. In Commander, a lot of spells are being flung around and chances are many of them could be going in our direction. Rayne will either deter people from casting spells onto us and permanents we control, or allow us to draw a lot of cards if someone does. Throw on some enchantments to Rayne and the value gets even better. Fantastic card that scales very well. You can buy this card for around 60 cents. Number 2. Aetherplasm. An illusion creature that costs 2 blue and 2 generic mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Whenever Aetherplasm blocks a creature, you may return Aetherplasm to its owner's hand. If you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, blocking that creature. This card is so wacky, but very cool. I love it. You can run this card in a creature deck that utilizes huge creatures that cost a lot of mana to cast. The idea is we use Aetherplasm to help cheat the big mana creatures into play. Then block the opponent's creature too, most likely destroying it, as we're stopping it for something huge. You can buy this card for around 35 cents. Number 3. Martyr's Cause. An enchantment spell that costs 1 white and 2 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Sacrifice a creature. The next time a source of your choice will deal damage to any target this turn, prevent that damage. A great card to protect us. We can use this to totally nullify damage from a source of our choice. As long as we have creatures to sack, we can continue to do this throughout the game pretty easily, as it's an enchantment spell, meaning it will remain on the board until an opponent removes it. Decks that run tokens are perfect for this card. You can buy this card for around $1. Number 4. Mercadia's Downfall. An instant spell that costs 1 red and 2 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Each attacking creature gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn for each non-basic land defending player controls. What a beast of a card. Total burn, baby. You can easily wipe out opponents with this fierce card. Commander is full of non-basic lands, so chances are the target you're attacking has a whole load of them stacked up on the board. We can use this to buff up all our creatures, up to mighty warriors, and knock out players pretty easily, all at instant speed too, so often people will not even see this coming. You can buy this card for around 30 cents. Number 5. Bolt Bend. An instant spell that costs 1 red and 3 generic mana to cast. It says the following. The spell costs 3 generic mana less to cast if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. This is personally one of my favourite cards out there. Bolt Bend is a very powerful card in Commander. In fact, I find it to be a budget version of Deflecting Swat, which by the way now costs around $30. So why spend $30 when you can get a Bolt Bend? Bolt Bend is a fraction of the price and performs just as well. Let's be real, you're going to be casting this spell most of the time for just 1 mana. The criteria needed to reduce the casting cost is very easily achieved in Commander. Heck, many very good commanders have power 4 or greater anyway. You can buy this card for around 90 cents. Number 6. Verity Circle. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 2 generic mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. For 4 generic mana and 1 blue, tap target creature without flying. In Commander, the format is flooded with creatures that have abilities that need to be activated by tapping them. For example, mana dorks. This means we will be able to draw a lot of cards from this cheap to cast enchantment, with the extra bit of text that helps us tap creatures without flying, which costs a lot of mana to activate but could still be very handy at times and could probably even save you at times. A very solid card. You can buy this card for around 50 cents. Number 7, the final card on this list. Soul Snare, an enchantment spell that costs 1 white mana to cast and says the following. For 1 white mana, sacrifice Soul Snare, exile target creature that's attacking you or planeswalker you control. Soul Snare is an amazing first drop for any mono white deck. Drop this and for the whole game it stands tall as a very solid threat. This is because opponents are going to be scared to attack you in case you exile their creature. For just 1 mana, it's a very good spell, and as I've said before, exiling is superb, especially in the commander format. You can buy this card for around 35 cents. Okie dokie everyone, that is the end of my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you kindly drop a like and subscribe to the channel? It will help you be updated for more of my future content. I would love to know if you have any hidden gem recommendations. If you do, please share them in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and I answer back to as many of them as I can. Once again, thank you so much for subscribing. If you have subscribed, 500 subscribers is wow, really cool. So yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.